We're here with Agent David Harrell from the Drug Task Force, 22nd Judicial. Agent Harrell, can you tell us exactly what we're standing at right now? What's going on, what happened, and why you're here, and what brings everybody out this day?
Well, Agent Jackson had been conducting a investigation on this gentleman for a period of time. He had been working in correlation with River Falls police officer Kyle Adams, and the investigation continued until we got enough probable cause to come to the house and serve a search warrant on this particular residence where Mr. Morrow, with relation to the evidence that we found, suspect that he is or has been manufacturing methamphetamine inside the residence.
Now, this investigation obviously has been for a little bit of time with River Falls Police Department, which would be Greg Jackson, like you mentioned.
Yes, Chief Jackson.
Chief Jackson, that's right, Chief Jackson, the River Falls. Too many hats.
Yes, man of many hats.
But this gentleman's never really crossed your radar before.
No, not up until a couple of weeks ago. We started receiving information that he might be involved in the manufacturing of methamphetamine.
Does he have any prior record with any agency that you're aware of at this time?
I am not aware of any prior convictions or prior investigations of which he may be involved in.
And exactly what did you find, and what are the charges going to be?
Right now he's being charged with manufacturing first degree, possession of controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. A felony drug paraphernalia. We located bilayer liquids associated with the manufacturing methamphetamines and all the key components that are included in that manufacturing of methamphetamines, commonly referred to as a shake and bake or a one-pot method.
And that's getting to be a little bit more common now, or actually the other old-fashioned one too is coming back in, right?
The one-pot method is predominantly the one that we see the most. There are a few rare incidents where we will come across a red phosphorus cook.
The control over the substances to manufacture methamphetamine has really been put down by the legislature here over recent years as far as making controlled substance and access to them. Does that seem to have helped with labs and as many as we used to have?
Anything that can be done through the legislature in attempts to curtail the purchase of pseudoephedrine by people who are manufacturing methamphetamine helps, and it has really added a good tool for us in our fight to save lives.
We noticed in recent jail reports and reports from the local newspaper, the Andalusia Star News, that there has been people in violation of getting pseudoephedrine and using the over-purchase and being arrested for that.
Well, once the person that we suspect is purchasing pseudoephedrine, that person, if we can prove that in a court of law that his purchase of that pseudoephedrine was strictly for the process of manufacturing methamphetamine, yes, that person can be charged with the felony of manufacturing methamphetamine in the second degree.
And I know you can't go into the detail on this particular individual, Mr. Malone, I believe you said his name is?
Morrow.
Morrow, I'm sorry, Mr. Morrow. But was that anything to do with the way he was, subject to investigation, or did it just come up on word of neighbors or outsiders saying that there's a possibility of a lab?
Yes, sir. The pseudoephedrine purchases were not made by Mr. Morrow. That was from an outside source, and it was basically like building a brick wall. You take one layer at a time, and eventually you get to the top. And in this case, it was Mr. Morrow who we suspect was manufacturing methamphetamine.
Now, the one question I always ask on these things, were any children involved in this?
I don't have any evidence at this time that there were children present while the manufacturing was being, the process was being done, and I do not want to say that there was ever any children, because I just don't have that information at this time.
And is he the sole person that's been arrested for this at this time?
Yes, he is.
Is there any possibility of further arrest and investigation?
Of course, like all these other meth cases that we have, it always leads to somebody else. And so the investigation will continue. And I'm sure that, with Agent Jackson's investigation, I feel sure that there will be more arrests to come.
And what would you like to tell our viewers out there if you have an inkling to get involved in this?
It's placing yourself in this type of environment and involving yourself with this type of lifestyle will destroy your life. I often tell a lot of people that we deal with, the Drug Task Force is rock bottom for a lot of people, because when they get to their lowest point, we're the ones that have to come in and deal with them. And right now, it's not a fight against drugs. All we're doing is fighting to save somebody's life. And I hope that today we may have just saved somebody's life.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.